like your horse, you can give commands to D-Dog as well. He'll normally follow you around. You can also make him wait somewhere or lure an enemy by barking at him. Or you can sick him on the enemy to slow him down. Develop new gear just for him, and I'm sure he'll be capable of even more damage.
Commencing platform platform construction. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbele militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map marker placed.
High ground. Looks perfect for reconning the village.
Destination. The map has been updated.
There he is.
The
Your
map has been
commander.
updated.
Extract him.
Analysis.
Okay,
The
that's
map
the General's
has been
brother.
updated.
His number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Eso. Nisadisa mano. Nge.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Thank
Don't hurt any of those kids. Disengage or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put them down gently.
you. General ya Bakala. Lungu, Mosi, Tata ya Basaka, na Mono, Elaka Mono, Mambo General Sarasa.
Please select a landing zone. Please select a drop point. Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
kidding around. Snake?
The map has been updated.
Here he is,
The
the
map
commander.
has been updated.
Extract him.
You have arrived at your destination.
Ngeke Zola Kabove.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This squad they had out on
Approaching.
patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
He's a dead man at that rate. The contract doesn't mention him. What do you think? Worth rescuing?
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by. Okay,
Support
subject is
helicopter
in.
has arrived.
Alright, now you just need to extract the General's number 2.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Support helicopter has arrived. Supply drop. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Development project extraction arrived at Mother Base. presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand it. Okay, that's the General's brother. His number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter requested.
Mumuntu pesaka bana nyonso kikesa ya kunwanisa general atabo utukaka na bwala ya nkaka na buta mumpe utukaka na buta general kuisaka na bwala ntango muvandaka mwana yandi tinisaka beto otindaka mono na kubula masasi.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Lele na meso nima usongaka mono ne kwa mama hata na nde.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude. Nice work.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform.
The NGO said they'll cover all expenses, including the day-to-day housing and feeding costs. If you're interested, take a chopper over and have a look. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to.
Staff has
They
been
will listen to you.
quarantined.
Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care
Staff
they
has been
need.
quarantined.
If we do nothing, we'll
Select
only
unit.
lose more people.
Staff
We
has
have
been
no choice.
quarantined.
Boss,
Select
open your
unit.
iDroid.
Staff has been quarantined.
I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management.
Select unit.
First, take a look at the
has been
quarantine facility
quarantined.
we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility.
Select unit.
But we have to expect that there are multiple
Staff has
staff
been
who are infected,
quarantined.
but asymptomatic.
Select unit.
So how do we identify them?
Staff
At
has
present,
been
we have no
quarantined.
way to tell them apart. But there
Select
has to be
unit.
something for us to go on.
Staff has been
If you notice
quarantined.
anything, reassign staff you
Select
suspect
unit.
are infected to the quarantine
Staff has
facility.
been quarantined.
We'll monitor them
Select
and then
unit.
contact you if there's a change in their condition.
Staff
Correctly
has been
quarantining these
quarantined.
asymptomatic infected will reduce the number
Select
of new
unit.
infections. You should continue with your missions
Staff
as usual.
has been quarantined.
If Cypher is behind this, going after
Select
them should
unit.
help us determine the root cause
Staff
of this
has been
epidemic.
quarantined.
Also, until we identify the pathogen,
Select
we can't
unit.
fire or dispatch any staff.
Staff has
We
been
cannot let
quarantined.
this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Select unit.
All right?
Staff has been
We'll quarantine the
quarantined.
staff you specified.
Select
Did
unit.
you figure out what's causing the
Staff
infection?
has been quarantined. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the
Select
infection?
unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll
Select
quarantine the
unit.
staff you specified. Did you
Staff
figure out what's
has been
causing the infection?
quarantined. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined. Select
All right.
unit.
We'll quarantine the
Staff
staff you
has been
specified.
quarantined.
Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined. Select unit.
All right. We'll quarantine the
Staff
staff you
has been
specified.
quarantined.
Did you
Select
figure out what's
unit.
causing the infection?
Staff has been quarantined. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined. Select unit.
All right.
Staff
We'll
has been
quarantine the staff
quarantined.
you
Select
specified.
unit.
Did you figure out what's
Staff has
causing
been
the infection?
quarantined. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined. Select unit.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you
Staff has been
specified.
quarantined.
Did you
Select
figure out what's
unit.
causing the infection?
Staff has been quarantined. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right.
Select
We'll
unit.
quarantine the staff you specified.
Staff
Did you
has been
figure out what's causing the
quarantined.
infection?
Select unit. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined. Select unit.
We'll quarantine the staff you
Staff has been
specified.
quarantined.